Hey guys, and welcome to this Legion Tower Defense 2 video guide. In this new category of mine, I will show you some safe starts that are pretty good, not only in lower elos but also in high elos. The main difference will be that in higher elos they might just be played a little more greedy, and I will show you the safe version of it because I want to show you some starts where you can easily build and don't have to fear in the early game that you leak too much. The Antler is a massive natural tank. It has impact damage type, all the costs and HP you can see here. It is the tier 5 of the Grove Legion and has a little passive which is thick hide that it takes reduced damage from all sources. This reduced damage is only 2, so we can already see that it's pretty efficient in the early game, but will be falling off pretty fast in the middle or late game. If you upgrade the Entler, it will become a white man that has an aura effect. This will be important later on. Now we will have a short look at the first 7 waves, where the Entler is strong, where there might be some difficulties, and where it mostly depends on value or if you get a send or not. Starting with Antler, you don't want to place it right next to the wall but in a second square. This is because of the upgrade, the White Man. If you will upgrade it, the White Man has an aura effect, and you can place a maximum of 6 fighters around it which will have the aura buff. As soon as you place your Antler right to the wall, you can only manage to get 4 other creeps that get this buff, and this is not the perfect efficiency we want. So make sure to place it on the second or even third square on either side. After this done, we have no issues holding wave 1 and 2. We were able to push 4 workers without any fear to leak on these waves. Now we head to the first critical wave. In my starting guides with my openers, like the Entler this time, I want to give you openers that have more than one alternative, so you will always be able to get a bunch of units you can hold these waves with. That's why it's a pretty good start for new players. In this case, at first I want to show you the alternative of a wild shroom. We already got our Entler here, and now we place our wild shroom. You can either place it directly at the bottom left of our Entler. Make sure to have it down, and so behind the Entler and not in front of it, because then it will just fully tank on all following waves and die. Or you can leave one square, and that's the version I chose because I just want to get other units with the white man buff later on. Always keep in mind to split your wave with a tier 1. Basically you can use any of them but mask, because there you will have some splitting issues. If you're not right sure about splitting, check my video out. I made a video guide, I will link it down in the description. The second one is Entler with gargoyles. This is one you can add tier 1s if you have gold of course, but overall you don't need tier 1s because they are cheap units that can hold 3 pretty good. Of course you will have to add tier 1s in later waves. There are few alternatives, I just will show them in the back and not describe them all because this would take too long. So in the end you gotta place 3 gargoyles to hold up around a 60 or 80 cent. If you have more gold and critical waves that I will show you and that will be marked with an exclamation mark, you can always add more units, more tier 1s, etc. And the third I want to show you is the Entler with a deep coiler. Again, add a tier 1 to split the wave efficiently, and if you got gold, especially with a sea serpent, just add as many tier 1s you can, or if you have gargoyle and tier 1, do this, just to keep sure you don't leak to a 60 or if the wave were long to 80 or 100 cent. On 4 you're pretty much safe if you got the build like before. If you did the gargoyle build and receive a resend, you might have some issues though. On wave 5 it is depending on your value, so if you got the units I was showing you, Deep coilers might get some problems because they won't attack the boss first, but otherwise, if you get these units or a bunch of other tier 2 and tier 3 units, tier 3 might be better, you should be able to hold a send. If the send is pretty high and you got low values, you will leak, of course. Wave 6 is one of the strong waves of Antler. You might have issues if you get a lot of brutes and are undervalued, but overall you should hold here. The last critical wave and the last wave we will discuss here is wave 7. As I said in the intro, Entler is natural armor typed, so it gets a lot of damage on magic waves. This is why also wave 3 is a critical wave. To get around this issue, we have again 3 alternatives. First would be get a canopy. If you just did start with an Entler and added a Weichroom on wave 3, you can now upgrade this one to a canopy. Add more tier 1s on the side and check out the recommended value, and with Entler canopy and run the recommended value, you should be able to hold this wave. The next one is a bit tricky because you have to shift some gold on wave 6. This means you don't build all your gold on wave 6 and shift around, I would say 100 gold to build a banana bank on wave 7, and this is also good for wave 8. Please keep in mind the banana bank is slightly ranged, so you don't want to place it exactly at the Entler, but maybe 1 or let's say 2 squares above. And the third alternative is the deep coiler. If you started with Entler and Sea Serpent, you can now upgrade it to a deep coiler. Again, same rules with the canopy. Check the recommended value and add some tier 1s for the split. I hope I was able to help you a bit here. Have a nice day and keep grinding.